Good evening and welcome everyone to the official coverage of Asrnz's 2023 GT4 Race of Champions Series, brought to you by ABC Tech, SJS, GoPro Racing, FHM. I'm Davo, and tonight again we have a couple of ASRN legends in the comms box. Welcome aboard, boys, JB and Farmer.
Yeah, thanks, Devo. Welcome, viewers, and welcome, John Boy.
John Boy, you got ears on. John Boy having a couple of technical issues there with his mic at the moment. Farmer,
we are here. Just a little bit slow on that little click of the button, but yeah, no, we're here. Thanks
John
for having me.
Yeah, he's just going off getting his cheese and lettuce sandwiches, and he's just a little bit slow on the uptake. Where we are, ROC 2023. Round one, we're in Suzuka, boys. This is going to be awesome. In the Genettas.
Yeah, mate, round one. We've been looking forward to this. The date and time has finally arrived.
It has.
Yeah, the boys are just out in quali there. Just the one hot lap quali as well there tonight, guys. Is that how we're rolling?
Yep, so what we have is a 7-minute qualifying session, and they're allowed one out lap, and then they only get one shot at getting that hot lap right around this 2-minute lap. So yeah, a long way to get around the lap, but that's the only chance they get. If they get a cut along the way, it's curtains for their time, so you're going to have to press on and get back across the control line to at least get them placing. So it's going to be high stakes.
High stakes, yes. It's a controlled aggression that you need in these one-lap dash scenarios, don't you? You know, like you need to go hard because you've only got the one lap, but push too much and it's all over. You're not even there. You're nowhere near anything.
Yeah, it's tricky. So yeah, she's a fine line. She's a super fine line. You want to put in your best effort. You want the best time, but you don't want to exceed track limits, which is very easily done. Yeah, it's a great little, sort of thing that they've thrown at these guys to just get that one lap in.
Yeah,
we saw. Sorry, David. We saw last week that some of them, didn't get that lap complete and didn't go to the back of the grid. So
yeah. So easily done. And look, I sort of say it every week, but some tracks just beg you to get out there and use, all the extremities of the road and some. And Suzuka, another one of those tracks. Very flowy, it's fast, good at higher average speed. So, these boys just trying to extract everything they can out of these Genettas, not a hugely high-powered car.
No, not. But yeah, a lot of corners in this track. Do we have a left to right ratio there, John Boy, for us there, mate? Have you got any stats on that, cuz on what sort of time we're expecting left and right?
Yeah, absolutely. The track here in Suzuka in Japan, it's equal in track corners actually. We got 9 to the right and 9 to the left. It's 5.8 kilometre track, so decent length. And opposed to the GT3 cars, these GT4 cars that they're on a smaller tyre. Their downforce is less, so this is why you're going to see them sliding around and wiggling and wobbling under brakes. It's awesome.
Absolutely, without a doubt. And look, not only this one-lap dash for the qualifying, just to throw the things in the mix, with a one-make series. It's these boys only have 3 sets of tyres to use over those 2 races tonight, 2 35-minute races, and they've got 2 qualifyings to do, a little bit of a warm-up earlier. We saw a lot of boys out in warm-up pre-race, which we probably wouldn't have expected.
No, you're right. We weren't expecting that at all. We thought these guys would save that tyre for a qualifying session or something.
Yep.
But at least half the field was actually out there practicing on one of those 3 precious tyres that they have for the weekend.
Precious tyres, yeah, they're like
Yes.
gold, aren't they? We just see Vaughan Martin, I think, coming across the line for the first lap, 2:13. Provisional pole, Mitch Campbell, straight to the top. So these boys will just pull away and return back to pits. This will move pretty quickly here, guys, if we just pick up on Phil Davison.
Kenny, Aaron, Riley, everyone's crossing the line here. Jeffro through to P2, Brad through to P5, got Lucas in 7.
One we probably need to watch is Nick McIndoe. Now, Nick McIndoe had trouble in shakedown at Alton. I'm pretty sure it was Nick, wasn't it? That wasn't getting his qualifying times laid down without a cut, he says. But yeah, he definitely said he put his hand up for the second qualifying, just nicking too much inside corner. But let's watch McIndoe as well, see if he can lay down a time. Phil Turner, another one to mention. Where's he? Just pulled up in 12th. So Phil Davison made it into the top 10 so far provisionally. Mark Mudgeway heading up the hill. Current GT3 champion.
Yes, the champion. There's a couple of big hitters still to come through.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Dave Zero into 7th. Is it? No, just been pipped back into 8th. Only a couple to go here.
Yeah, we've got Dewar and McIndoe just about to complete their laps, so their times will come across very shortly.
Yep, Dewar.
You know, Glenn was running in the 2:11s, low minute, 2 minute.
Here we
12,
go.
So
and you can see McIndoe just in the background there, so these will go quick fire laps here. Dewar to the top with an 11.8. McIndoe second with a 12.5. Did we have one more on track here still? We've got Mudgee out on track.
Mudgee.
And I think that's Enright on track as well, is it? Yes. No, Enright in the pits. Enright in the pits. So here, Mudgee final down on his Delta. Car looks great. All white with the gold accent in the rim. Love the privateer look.
Privateer look, yes, definitely the privateer look.
No livery on that car.
What's he got for us? Where are we going to go?
Has he got
I think it's going to be top 4. I'm not sure he's going to go pole, David. What do you reckon, John?
he'll be P2, I think.
Leading forward.
12.4.
Oh, he's gone P3.
P3 with a couple of tenths off McIndoe there.
In the 12s, so yeah, nice. All those boys in the 12s down to P5. Great laps.
But yeah, nice work from the boys there as we just run through their Dewar, Gleno with the 2:11.8 in the top spot. McIndoe second, Mudgee third, Riley Price in 4th. Not too bad there. Carson about a second off in 5th. Jeff Burse, Mitch Campbell, yes. Steve Melling, good to see Steve-O in. He so wanted to be here. He's just had a graphics card change in his computer. Good to see him in 8th. Vaughan Martin in 9th. Brad Robinson in 10th. Farmer, we've got more.
Yes, we have, mate. We've got Dave Zero, P11, Kenny Simpson, P12, Lucas 13, Mike King in 14th, Phil Davidson 15, new guy tonight for our club there, Jared Dawson in 16, Phil Turner 17, and Bobby Laycock in 18th place. Dave.
Nice work from all the boys there. Yeah, definitely a tough gig out there just for that one warm-up lap and then straight into it with the hot lap. But yeah, the boys seem to be reveling in it, and some good close times there. Well, from Gleno down anyway.
Yeah, good close times there. So yeah, I did a bit of pracky last night there. I was just sort of wondering where I would have been placed, but yeah,
Yep.
certainly wasn't at the pointy end, but
There you go, there you go. So we've been talking about all this format stuff we've been talking about with this new ROC stuff we got going on in 2023. We've talked about, you know, the 3 sets of tyres. We've talked about the 1 lap qualifying. What haven't we talked about, gentlemen? The safety car. So we are trialling safety car throughout ROC, and very exciting stuff. If we see a biggie in lap 1, sure as shit, we're going to see the safety car out, and you may see it out throughout the race. Definitely in a one-make series like this. So yeah, just so keep your eyes peeled. You won't miss it. It's bright yellow.
yes, keep your eyes peeled. Absolutely. Just something that we're just going to try throughout the series to see whether it will stay for the future or not. And it's a great sort of thing that we're hoping to bring into our racing night. So welcome aboard to your live viewers as well there. I see you've got a couple of posts online there, so thanks guys for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks to everybody joining us on YouTube tonight as the boys roll away for their formation lap, getting a bit of heat into the tyres. Top looking day here at Suzuka. Boys are G'd up. We got good numbers tonight.
We have, yeah. So what are we talking? Gleno on pole, you know. John, are we expecting him just to drive away from it? Do you think that much you're going to go with him, mate? Have you got any insight for us there, bro, or what?
I think based on the form guide and what the timesheets are saying, they're all leaning towards Glenn for sure. He's definitely had margin of a good half a second or more throughout the practice, all leading up to this and again.
Yeah, right.
Even tonight, his qualifying was, you know, a good chunk ahead of the other boys. So, you know, if he gets away, he's going to be hard to stop. However, track cuts, there are a good portion of them here on this track, which I'll talk to you about later on, but mainly the final 2, probably at the final chicane and 130R, that's where they pick up cuts. They only get 3 of them, 1 more, and they'll be going for a drive-through and just kill their race. So.
Yeah, definitely a tour through the pit lane mid-race is not a good thing at any track, especially Suzuka.
But there is also the possibility of a safety car too, isn't there, at any time?
Well,
which, obviously, you know, if Gleno does streak away, it might all just bring Port straight back behind him mid-race, for all we know. Not what you want when you're leading with a gap.
And safety cars breed safety cars. So.
Certainly, I was going to say, it is certainly what you want if you're in P2 and you're a few seconds behind, though, isn't it? You know?
Absolutely. and you know we want to see it in the comms box
we want to see it too,
yeah. Like John's saying.
We do like a bunch field, don't we?
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
Well, we did see in the shakedown how much the cars did kind of separate out, and when that safety car did come out and it bunched them up, and didn't it look fantastic once they were bunched up again?
Absolutely.
Kind of like when we're seeing them on the division at the moment. Just when they're together, the cars just look great when we see so many of them.
So where are we at, guys? Are we coming a little bit further to go? Very long outlap here.
Yeah, long back straight here as they just come down into...
This is 130R.
130R,
yeah. If they travel, they're hitting this at nearly 260 k's, so it's easy to go wide there.
Yeah.
And that's where they're going to pick up a cut. And again here, you'll see them come up to this little section of chicane. You'll see how tight it is. It's not the first part of the chicane, it's the second part that they're picking up cuts.
Yeah. Yeah, very tight chicane, and like you said, they've just come down into 132 before that at 260. plus, and yeah, back on the gas before they get up to the chicane. They're rounding the turn here. They're just about to go green. You have joined us, everyone, for the official coverage of the Asrnz 2023 GT4 Race of Champions, brought to you by ABC Tech and SJS and GoBro Racing and FHM. And this is going to be great, guys. Look out. They're coming up towards the line here now. Good formation as they still just trying to get... Look, it's a long straight, guys. Look at them bunching. They're going to go green any second here. Green light. Eventually, I think Steve-O just mistimed that a little bit. Got owned by, I think it's Mitch Campbell there. No, it might even be back Dave Zero. Jeff Burst straight up round the outside. Looking to make...
Oh, it's tight at the front too, Davo.
Oh, it is. That's McIndoe.
Nick and Mudgee.
Nick and Mudgee.
Who's that sniffing in there? That's Riley sniffing in there behind, looking for an opportunity.
And how these guys have been side by side all the way up the hill here
Wow.
so far.
Yes, it's still on.
McIndoe just trying to find enough space, get that thing turned in safely. Riley, right up behind him.
Yes. And look at that, and while that was happening, our leader just checking out there a little bit while those boys had to sort of lift for each other throughout those side-by-side manoeuvres.
So we quickly just get out of Riley's car, just as these guys run up to the hairpin. Really hot battle going on here. This is lap one, ladies and gentlemen. It is on already.
It does look like everyone's made it safely through to the hairpin, at least off the start.
Nicely done. We pick up on Dave Zero, just giving plenty of temperature on the back of Vaughan Martin's car as they run down into the spoon here, is it?
Yep.
Very tricky corner.
It looks like it's made up of two corners, but it's actually one. It is made up of two corners, but the best line is one big arc.
Yep. McIndoe, Riley Price, Glenn O has stepped out. 1:1:30. Look at this. Nice clean stuff from the boys tonight.
Good looking green cars.
Oh,
through there on that one.
Aaron Enright, Kenny Simpson, Mike King, all out wide. Would all definitely be getting cuts there. Through 1:30. As they all peel, the top runners peel onto the start-finish straight. Man, what a first lap, guys.
Yeah, great opening lap actually for round one, race one of the series.
Oh.
It's what we like to see.
Plenty of action.
Everyone's got away cleanly and plenty of action. Yes.
Yep.
Oh, it's on in the background.
Dave Zero.
The board, is it?
Yep. Yep, they're at it. Equally paced, obviously. One make series here. Perfect scenario. Great track for these cars. Vaughan's just got away there a little bit, actually. A little bit of ground, but Dave's just so hot in some of the corners. Look at him here, just reeling back in. He must have put 5 car lengths up the hill there, just in that final corner. Amazing. Perfect line. Down towards the hairpin. Tricky little kink for it. Dave heads for the inside. Thinks better. Brad Robinson right in behind that. Lucas Sarr right in behind that again.
Yeah, great little tight mid-pack battle. We are getting quite accustomed to seeing here.
Absolutely.
And hopefully this pack of 4 grows to a pack of 8 as the race goes on for us.
For sure. But that pack up the 40 in there from McIndoe back. That little 4-pack there, little 4-pack behind it, and he takes a little bit of a wriggle and then they start bunching up. Down into the final chicane. Good clean stuff, Farmer.
Yeah, great clean stuff, and just noticing Mudgee just starting to pull out away there.
Yep.
Who's the quickest man on track at the moment there, John? Who we got, mate? We got.
Yeah, I'm just trying to rattle through some of that data. We know Mudgee's on a 2 minute 12.8. Glenn Dewar, he does have the fastest lap of the race, so isn't registered on my data for whatever reason.
Yeah, nice. Just looking here, did Riley made the move on Nick McIndoe there for P3? Is that what I'm seeing on my screen?
Looking out of the back of Riley Price's car, I would say you are correct, Farmer. We just missed that. That must have happened just right at the beginning of the lap there. And Riley sneaking past. He did look pretty comfortable, tucked in behind him there, and yeah, maybe a little tiny mistake from McIndoe, and it's allowed Riley past as they dip into the hairpin here. Now McIndoe's got to deal with Sam Carson. And
yes, Mitchie Campbell.
Campbell. So yeah, these boys don't muck around either. Plenty going on.
Yeah, beautiful battle back there at Aaron.
Aaron, is that Mike King there on the back of Aaron, is it, mate? Kenny dropped back, actually. Kenny's lost a few positions, I noticed earlier on. He was going backwards. Good little battle towards the back, good little battle in the middle, and a good little battle up front, so, well, frontish.
Frontish, yeah, apart
frontish,
from the leader.
You know, third back, yeah.
Yeah, he's just done a runner on the field. Sam Carson, Nick McIndoe, Mitch Campbell are still all over it. Sam took an unusual line there. Just wonder whether he got a little bit of wheel spin or something happened there.
It looked like Sam had a little bit of a sideways moment there coming onto the front straight.
Yep.
Yeah, something's happened to Nick because he's dropped back a spot, hasn't he?
Yeah, he dropped back. Riley got in front of him there.
Riley's nabbed him, mate.
Yeah, right.
Beginning of last lap. So that battle is not going away anytime soon, as we see Dewar just running away with it. 3 laps in.
Yeah, 3 laps in, Davo, and a nice healthy 3 seconds there over Mudgee. Mudgee with 2 seconds over Riley. Yeah, good decent gap there.
Absolutely. Might just duck back to this Dave Zero. Now, Dave Zero got right up on the back of Vaughan Martin before and has dropped back. Hasn't really made any gain in the last couple of laps, but it hasn't stopped Brad from applying the blowtorch to the back of Zero's car there. So
yeah, interesting there with Dave Zero, mate. Very fast in the GT3 series.
Oh, absolutely.
And, I expected him to be a little bit quicker tonight, to be honest.
Yeah, has definitely shone before in the GT4s in past last year. Was yeah, definitely quick. Maybe not suited to this particular car's driving style, but it'll change next week. It'll be something different.
It will change next week.
Talking about driving styles as well, actually, you know, these guys might be more suited and match fit in some of these GT3 cars with the bigger tyre and more aero, and you know, it's a real driver's car. These GT4s, they do move around a lot more and they do require a lot more skill, so I think you'll see different field of people rise to the top.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. That's what we like to see, mixing it up. Mitch Campbell sandwich between Sam Carson and Jeff Burse at the moment. really keeping an eye on his mirrors and still trying to make a gain. Burst quick in these things.
Yeah, Burst, yeah, he's been pretty solid there actually. He hasn't really gone in away, has he? He's certainly hanging with these guys, so...
Yeah.
As a race driver too, it's nice, you know, obviously you want to get past them, but it's nice to know that you're on that same pace as a pack, and kind of gives you that carrot, and you can see all of their mistakes, and yeah, it's awesome when you're tucked up behind another car. They pass the lap sometimes. It's great, enjoyable racing for a driver.
Yeah, yeah, and see, he'll be able to see McIndoe and Price, no doubt, up in front of him as well. They're not that far away, so you know, he's got that carrot, hasn't he? So
he does.
yeah.
But the likes of Mitchie, he'll be, you know, he's the meat in the sandwich. So that's even tougher as a driver, because you're so close to the car in front, and you've got the pressure from behind too.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's hard to say you don't look back, but you do feel them there.
Of course you do. When you've got a mirror full of car, it's hard not to look back as this trio shoots down the back straight towards 130.
130. I wonder what the relevance is with the 130.
130 degrees. The
Radius.
angle of the radius.
The angle of the radius of the corner. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So we just see Brad Robinson run deep down into the chicane there. I'll just see if we can pick up a replay on that. He's in that second group. See down through 130. That's Lucasar, right tucked in behind him there, and Dave Zero in front. Oh, deep. Oh, just got the tyre off on the grass there. Easily
I
done.
almost think he may have just backed out of that, thinking that he was going to possibly hit the back of Dave Zero's car.
There was a little bit of movement there, wasn't there, in the car?
Bit of a last minute. Well, I might just go down here instead.
True. It did look like the car did move offline. Yeah, so interesting stuff. Heavy braking down there too, Farmo. There's not a lot of time to adjust things, is there?
No.
Just picked up on the car of Jared Dawson at the back there, and Phil Turner there having a great battle for the last of the three there.
Yeah, so Jared actually getting right up in behind Phil Turner. Phil Turner driving the rig out of Vaughan Martin's stable again tonight. So both these boys, they go side by side through the kick almost. Round the hairpin. Respectful from both. I think that's Bobby Laycock actually just sitting in the background. So all those guys are close there actually.
Yeah.
Nice and tight. Riley Price now just probably starting to look in his mirrors. Nick McIndoe ranged back up. So either Riley's had a little bit of a wriggle or McIndoe's found a second wind there.
Yeah, and Sam Carson and Mitchie just in there behind Nick McIndoe there. Just starting to creep away from the 69 car of Jeffro there now.
Yep. So what's going on there? Oh yeah, no, that's Dave Zero, Vaughan Martin. Sorry, I just got a little bit lost there.
That's on as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's well on, actually.
Dave Zero getting the moves done on Vaughan.
Oh yeah, there it goes. So
yeah, that was full position. Yeah, so that's Dave getting past.
Yeah, so nice work
Vaughan
from
Martin,
Dave there. Sets him up down the start-finish straight here. Vaughan gives him no room. Covers the line nicely. Gets a little bit of tail out on the outside ripple strip there, just enough to keep him wide, and Dave Zero all over it.
Yeah, great little vision opportunity taken by Dave Zero there. And that's the sort of thing you're looking for, isn't it, when you're that following car?
Oh, for sure.
As soon as that wheel goes onto that green stuff and a little puff of dust comes up.
Yeah, the pressure's on. The pressure's on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now Vaughan literally has Lucas R, Steve Melling, and Brad Robinson all starting to bunch up behind him. So
Okay, the Steve Melling name is just come into the woodworks.
Yes. In 11th currently, qualified in the top 10. So he's dropped back a little bit.
Yep, this pack is coming together quite nicely. It's seen a great little battle here.
Yep.
I guess Dave Zero might sort of clear out there maybe a little bit now.
I would
that he's
expect
sort of
so.
cleared Vaughan, so yeah, Vaughan might have a bit of work in his mirror until the next 20 minutes.
No doubt. No. We'll keep an eye on that.
Keep an eye on
keep
that
an
one.
eye on that one. We'll
Out
go
the front, mate. What do we got happening out the front? Our leader is what? Where is he?
Where is he?
Gone.
Going into T1. And the rest are languishing behind, going down the start pretty straight still. Riley Price actually is getting. McIndoe's found his mojo all of a sudden and is starting to say, well, I want my position back. You know?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah, Riley's got a miracle of car there at the moment as well. Nick McIndoe right behind him. And really, it looks like he wants to take it to him. Actually, getting quite aggressive up the hill there. Look at the back of Riley's car here.
Oh, it's like really close, mate.
Oh yeah, a little bit of grass tire on the grass there from Riley does not help. And
yeah, so we talked about like Nick making this inroads on Riley, and what some of the viewers might want to know is all these cars are so subjective to like these tyre pressures. So a little PSI adjustment different to the other car makes a huge difference. So it looks like Nick's car might be coming on now. Whether or not Riley's just pushed so hard in that opening stint, and he's really starting to struggle now. So 17 minutes to go. Some of these tyres will definitely cycle differently to others. And,
for sure.
And now you're seeing the gains
that could be made from it. Like he's like you said, just the slightest tyre pressure difference, and yeah. How else would you explain it? Like, look at those. Look at the pace in McIndoe's car now compared to earlier in the race. So yeah, nice stuff. Go back to the little battle here that Dave Zero left behind actually, as he starts to stretch his legs away from it. But there's Vaughan Martin, Lucas R, Steve Melling, Brad Robinson, and it's on. I'm sure Steve would love to get up into the top 10 again. Started in 8th, qualified in 8th, so he'll be pushing hard to recoup some of those positions. Nice vision out of the back there.
Yeah,
so
go Steve-O.
Sorry, that battle you're just talking about, they're all lapping in the 2-minute 13.7s, 2-minute 13.8, so they're all, they're so close to each other, and really up the road from them, the next best Mitchie and Kenny, they're actually lapping in the 2-minute 12. So
Yeah,
actually Kenny down a bit. So Kenny's got some pace, although he's back.
Yeah. Brad Robinson making a move on Steve Melling. Has he got it done? He looks like he's got this done. Up on the inside. Oh, side by side to the king. Melling's going to hang on to that. Oh, is he?
He is.
It is still on.
David. No, he's taken it.
We
Yeah,
watch
nice.
this.
Good little battle.
What's this 30-second Smelly gets a little bit wide on the exit there. Runs wide. Robinson up the inside and under the overpass. Side by side to the kink. And then it was on. Up the hill.
Yes. nice little angle of the corner exit there from the Castrol car.
Yeah.
Making sure that that line was covered in front of Brad.
Absolutely.
And he's maintained that spot, rightfully so. It has actually just opened up the gap to the two in front of them. It doesn't take much, does it? You know, you get a little bit of side by side with the guy behind you, and those two in front just creep away.
Yeah, and Lucas is all over Vaughan at the moment. I need to just get back up here, and we need to look at Riley Price and.
Yeah, Slick is still there.
Yeah. Big wriggle from Riley there. He's clearly feeling that tyre.
Look at the run that's given.
Hasn't it?
The 10 car.
And here we go.
Oh, there it is. There, oh, beautiful. The old switcheroonie.
Makes it happen. No mucking around, no side by side super kink, and it will be down to the hairpin, and the show is over.
E3, Nick will be liking that. That was for the podium and
getting that back. Yeah.
And the Carso guy, Carso and Richie now, right there too.
Quick replay on that move. Nice, no mucking around. McIndoe, Riley knew he had nothing. Left the door open for, and just thought he'd pick it up on the way out. And yeah, as soon as he had that wriggle back the corner before out of the exit there, he knew he was toast.
Yeah, Nick might have picked up a cut just going out there. That's one of the hot spots for the cuts. So, you know, if the pass was made, maybe, you know, he's got a strike at the same time for it. But
I mean, it's worth doing, isn't it? Just for one. But, you know, if you've got them up your sleeve.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you haven't, though.
Just asking for a friend. Yeah.
Of course.
That car, Riley, really loose there on the exit of that final chicane, and he's going to be vulnerable without that run.
Doesn't look comfortable at all, does he, John?
One thing these cars are doing down this main straight, 240 kilometres, and they are actually just hitting the limiter. Like actually on the limiter just before the braking zone.
Yeah.
They're out of everything.
Yeah. So you'll be interesting. I'll just get out of Sam Carson's out of his in-car and see how quickly he might be able to see Riley struggling on some of the corners, particularly the right-handers. This is where he made the mistake last lap, which let McIndoe through. He's kept it pretty tight that time, but yeah, does not look happy in that car. Wheel off there.
Guys really using the track limits out there.
They are, aren't they? Yeah. Ooh, Sam really got on the brakes there in the hairpin.
So Riley's car just going away. You can't help but think it's just, you know, ever so slightly slipping away from him.
Definitely. Yeah, you can't help but think it's only a matter of time that he loses another position or two. I mean, we've got over 10 minutes to go, and that car looks vulnerable at the moment, JB.
It does.
Yeah, and as he goes backwards, look, Glenn's just stepping out another second, you know, from to a 7-second gap now from Mudgee, so he's really on it. Last lap, Glenn was a 2:12, and last lap for Riley.
Oh, look at this.
2:13, so yeah.
Sam Carson,
here we go.
Richie Campbell. Carso was distracted by the back of Price's car. Campbell just goes, I'll take that.
I'll have a slice of that. Thank you very much.
Let's get a replay of that, ladies and gentlemen. Slick move from Campbell here. Lines him up after 130 and just gets it down there. Just makes it happen. Nice stuff. Good clean pass, a little bit of a tap in the transition, and it was all said and done. Nice work, Mitch Campbell. Has a little bit of breathing space for Riley.
For Riley for a couple of laps, yeah.
But we got to go back because we've got and get a load of this mid-pack here. Steve Melling, Brad Robinson, Aaron Enright. It's Vaughan Martin just up in front. Lucas Saar as well. It looks like Lucas going Vaughan Martin. He's going to make it stick on the inside. That's Brad Robinson. Says, thank you very much. I'll take a piece of that pie as well. Who's next? Who's next?
Steve-O wants it. Steve-O wants it. He's not going to get that same opportunity.
Oh, I just ran out of corners there, Steve.
Sometimes when those cars train through, you just want to be on that train too, don't you?
Yeah.
Slip by, and that car on the getting past us gets hung out to dry, doesn't they? Got a good vision of that.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Just check out Brad Robinson there. Yeah, just makes it happen. Lucas got it done early down in the inside, and just pushed him wide enough. Gave plenty of room for Robinson to get it done. But yeah, Steve-O, like I said, just maybe corners, wanted to get on the back of that train, like JB said, but yeah, it doesn't always last that long.
Steve-O is hot on the back of him, isn't he?
Yeah. He's thinking, I can do this too.
You know, he'll be remembering the spot where it got done too, and
yeah,
knowing that's the opportunity.
Yeah, so I think we got Sam Carson still in the background there, or in the foreground, should I say. These guys are behind him. It's Steve-O jumps out, easily getting it done here into T1. Or is he?
Or is he?
Oh.
Oh, is he? No, he isn't. So yeah, big move there, but
you kind of feel he's going to get him though, don't you, at some stage?
It does. It's a bit like watching Riley Price and Mitch Campbell now at the moment. It's just like not when. It's when. Yeah, that's it.
The same kind of battle's going on just behind with Aaron and Mike King as well. They are the hammer and tong just as much. Nose to tail.
And you can see the difference in these tyres, you know, like some of these guys really struggling with their rubber at this end of the race. We've got just under 7 minutes to go, and it's chalk and cheese. Some guys are still running relatively hot, and others are really, really dropping off the back. Riley Price again. Steve Melling having another go as he heads up to the spoon. He's all over the back of him. Ford will be sweating.
Oh, he's Vaughan was really drifting the car now.
Big four-wheel drift there, wasn't it? Between as he just dipped into the second apex.
That's not what you want when you've got to run down a big back straight. However, he did manage to get good drive.
He did.
Somehow.
Looks like Mitch has actually dropped back into the clutches of Sam Carson there a little bit as well. So, again, a bit of breathing space for Riley. He'll be loving that.
He will be loving that.
Back to the Steve Melling, Vaughan Martin as they now back onto the start-finish straight. Well, 13 laps. We've got 5.5 minutes to go. It's going to ramp up. There's a few boys through the pack here that think they should be up a position. Melling being one of them, I think.
Yeah, well, if Melling started P8, he needs to be up a few positions, doesn't he?
Yeah, he would love to recoup those positions. Definitely. Enright and Mike King, like you said, still going at it. Dave Zero running in clean air. It looks like him and Gleno look like they got the easiest run ever. Mudgie's out in there in clean air. Nick McIndoe as well. He could see that train behind him.
Yeah, and remember he was struggling to get past Riley there for lap after lap, and now he's cleared out for 2 seconds. So just goes to show how much pace he actually did have. Nick, certainly up on his best lap times now. His last lap was his best lap of the race. So
there you go. So yeah, really starting to show. Lost a position in the early stages of the race, and pretty well just sort of really had to fight the rest of the pack off in 4th position there for like a good first third of the race. So yeah, that car's definitely come on and looking good for Mr. McIndoe. Just watching that Vaughan Martin Steve Melling battle, that is just stretching there a little bit. Aaron Enright, Mike King, these guys a few car lengths apart have been for the last 10 minutes. Just going at it.
Yeah, it is, David. Just reading there a couple of comments here from Rusty online there, just mentioning that we've got 4 Pro-Ams in the top 10, but that has dropped to 3 now. And he's also just commenting how the same car, but obviously in the hands of a different driver, how sort of different they are, how they are in the driving styles that each of these guys are actually going around this track. So, and we're seeing the different lines, people getting runs in different areas, but we're all driving the same machinery, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So the guys do have that option to still set the car up. They can still muck with the tyre pressure.
Yes, that's true. They do too.
And so there will be certain setup tweaks. They aren't a fixed car setup, albeit the same car. Some guys will run them a bit lower.
So those in the know, John, is that what you're saying? We'll have the
pretty
dialed down, mate.
Certain drivers that certainly know what they're doing, and others that don't. But you do know when a car feels great, and you know when a car certainly feels bad. Even if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's it,
And believe it or not, there are good drivers out there that do not know how to set up a car.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So true. Yeah, just give me something and I'll drive it.
Yeah. I'll just drive around the problem. I don't care about it.
Yeah. And quite often they still win. So yeah, drove like a bag of shit, but I don't. Anyway, let's get up the front. Let's have a look. We're winding down. A little under 2 minutes to go. Good Glenn Dewar. Miles in front across the start finish line. He's on the final lap, ladies and gentlemen, as we pick up Gleno. Car 34.
Yeah, great drive from Gleno, to start to finish. Well, I haven't seen him make an error. We haven't seen a lot of him, but obviously he's done everything right.
Absolutely. Mark.
Great lead.
Mudgie in the privateer, number 21.
I heard a comment from Mudgie, actually, Davo, saying he wasn't happy in the car leading into this. So he had pace, but just wasn't feeling comfy.
Well, he's doing okay for someone not comfy. McIndoe was in third, lost third, back to third. Nice work. Really fought with Riley Price in 4th position. We got Mitch Campbell in 5th. Mitch, Sam, Jeff Burse and the like, all been racing hard throughout this race at the pointy end of the field there. Dave Zero slowly working his way through the field. Lucas R, Brad Robinson, Vaughan Martin, Steve Melling, all again in hot battle all race throughout the midfield. Aaron Enright and King still going hammer and tong at it as we speak. And look how close they are. Look like Mikey was going to have a look at it. Kenny Simpson in 15th, Phil Davison in 16th, Jared Dawson, Phil Turner and Bobby Laycock rounding it out as he just comes across the start-finish line to start his final lap. We'll head back, look up the front here to the number 34, the purple number 34 car of Delano Dua as he comes into the final chicane. Ladies and gentlemen, on your feet, give this man a round of applause. What a dominating start to the series, guys.
Yeah, what a way to start. The way to defend your championship, isn't it? Very dominant race win there in race 1 from Dunno. Well done.
Absolutely. Mark, Mudgey. Cross for the check-it in second. Nick McIndoe, he'll be breathing a sigh of relief, I reckon, as will Riley Price. He could have easily lost another position or two, just looking at the way his cars were handling. Mitch Campbell in 5th, Sam Carson in 6th. They're coming across so quick. Jeff Burst in 7th. Here comes Dave Zero with Lucas actually caught right up behind him. Awesome stuff with Lucas in 9th. Who is in 10th? Oh, it is Steve O'Melling actually that came across the line, but we've got Brad Robinson. No, it is Steve Melling. Brad Robinson 11th. Did he run out of fuel? He looked like he got a push. Mike King, it's all over the place now. We've got Aaron Enright, Mike King, Brad Robinson, Vaughan Martin in 14th. Vaughan Martin back to 14th. Whoa, shocker. Kenny Simpson in 15th. Phil Davison in 16th. Jared Dawson 17th. Phil Turner in 18th. And Bobby Laycock running down the back straight now on final lap for 19th. Wow, what an epic race. How clean was that? We really so wanted a safety car, but the guys were so tidy. And no safety car.
No safety car for
no
us, Dave.
Wow, no, we're all like leaning forward, waiting for the safety car. And these guys just smashed it out. So awesome work from the whole field, actually. Good, clean stuff, eh? Nice start to the season.
Yeah, awesome stuff there. Not too sure what happened to the likes of Brad and Vaughan. We'll have to get to the bottom of that, but they dropped right down the leaderboard there as they were coming around the final turn.
Yeah, something's going on there.
We'll have to look into that and let you know what happened there. But are we ready for the hot box there, Dave?
I think we are. Let's do this. Hot box brought to you by Papazo Productions and GoPro Racing. And first in the comments box will be...
We have Nick McIndoe, as we just drag you down into here. Well done, Nick, on the 3rd place, mate.
Kia ora.
Great.
Yeah. Hey, Brad. That was cool, bro. That was good to watch there. It looked like you slipped off and then sort of came back. And
yeah, I had a bit of a ding-dong with old Pricey. Yeah, it was cool.
It was cool.
Yeah, that's about it.
You lost a spot at the start somehow, and then you're really behind his rear wing the rest of the race. So once you cleared him, it was clear air for you. But did he come back at you at the very end?
Yeah, I lost a bit of concentration, I don't know, decided to have smoko or something and fell off the fucking pace.
Afternoon smoko, yeah. So was it morning smoko? Is that why he got past in the first place?
Nah, he was quick to start off with, and I was just, I don't know whether his pressures were better and then they fell away a little bit, or he started to make some mistakes and then just pounced and then drove away. But then, then I just fell off the horse, got a bit fucking tired or whatever.
Yep. No, good stuff, good performance. Good to see you come back. The car looked like it came on towards the end there anyway, and you were able to really put some pressure on him. He did not look happy in that car. It looked loose as, so did well to take advantage of it.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Awesome stuff. Well,
we'll see you back.
We'll see you back in
after the next race,
right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we'll see.
Good
Cool to
stuff. Good on you, Nick.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, boys.
Nick McIndoe, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, and we'll just grab our second place getter into the comms box. Well done, Munchie. Congratulations.
Thank you, boys. Thank you.
Shot, bro. Good race. Yeah, it took you a little while. No, it didn't take you that long, did it? You got through to P2.
Yeah, me and Nick were side by side. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Had to get the pass done early. Got it done. And then that just gave a little bit of a gap to Glyn, and that was enough for him. And then he was just pumping out 2-minute 12s the whole race. I was just looking at his times, just going, "Oh man, I just got nothing for you."
Got
Yeah,
nothing for
flag
that.
Yeah, I had 12s in the
Yeah.
first half, and then I just dropped into the 213s, and I just watched him sail off into the distance. So, yeah, he's
Yeah.
unstoppable. He's in another league at the moment on this track. I haven't quite gelled with it like he has.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Okay.
yeah, no, I got nothing for him until hopefully he fucks up his qualifying, and then I've got a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, or he bogs it down at the start, and somehow you get in front of him through the first couple of turns. It's about
do we
your only
know-
chance, mate. So let's see what let's hope you get a bit of, let's hope you get a snip at something, bro. Yeah.
Well, did you notice?
Yeah.
Did you notice, Farmer? I haven't painted my car matte black.
Oh, actually, good
I
point there.
noticed.
We thought you'd gone for the pro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I noticed your dirty little
approach.
yeah, I noticed your little comments about fucking that matte black car all the time, so I thought I better change it up.
At least we know you're watching the stream.
So now I've got a white car, so now you can't see my scratches.
Hey, nice.
Beautiful,
We love it. We
beautiful.
love it. Awesome.
We love your racing, Munchie.
Hey, how did you find the qualifying, Mudge? With the 1 lap?
Good. I was way too conservative. That put me into third. Nick and Nicklin, yeah, they threw it all out there. So,
Yep.
That went optimum sort of halfway through there. So, yeah, it was good. Yeah, can't complain.
Good. Awesome.
Sweet, bud. All
Well
the best.
done.
We'll
Well
see
done.
you back here after the end of the next one, eh?
Yeah, cool. Hopefully some good racing, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
Shot,
It was
bro.
awesome. Awesome. It'll be awesome again. Good on you, Mudgy.
Thanks, boys.
Thank you.
Mark Budgeway.
All right. Not too much long on this break to go, but we'll
No,
just
we're gonna be quick,
try
quick, quick,
and
quick.
grab old mate Gleno down into the comms box. Well done, bro, on a dominating P1 there, Glenn.
Yeah, cheers, guys. It's always a good night if we get to come down here, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
It is into Davo's Bird Avery environment.
Yes.
Comms box.
Sorry about that,
brought
ladies
to you
and
tonight.
gentlemen.
At the-
You got Archie on comms in the back of you?
Yeah, I do. I've got I've got an extra co-commentator.
Yeah, he's a regular, long time viewer, definitely not first time caller.
Anyway, good, commanding win tonight there for race 1 there, mate. Awesome stuff.
Yep. Yeah, no, I just managed to get a bit of fresh air off that pole with McIndoe and Mudgeway battling for that P2. So I thought I'll press on and see if I can make a bit of fresh air and then just build on it. So no, I was pretty happy. Just had the 12.3 Delta locked in and just kept the target all race. So it was good.
Yes, we did hear a little bit of a whisper about the 12.3 data being locked in by the second place getter, saying that he just was looking at it disheartened every lap,
Shook his head.
watching them, you just do them lap after lap after lap. Yeah, so yeah, awesome, bro. That's
That was a lot of fun. It was just nice to go out there and see if we had the consistency. So I expect a battle though this one. It's never 2 races are the same, so we'll see how we go.
Absolutely.
Hey, quick question, Glenn. What's your tyre strategy? How are you playing your tyres tonight?
Oh well, if you didn't notice in the practice session, I went out and put on a drift display on set 1.
Yep.
And
we did.
And then so tyre set 2 qualied on that. Tyre set 3 will quali on that, and obviously those respective tyres just run the race. It's only a lap and an out lap. So no, the tyres are brilliant. I think my last lap of the race was a 12.5, so they're good for it.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Good job, mate. All right, thanks, buddy. We're
Thanks,
running
guys.
short on time. We
Cool.
appreciate
Yep,
you
I
coming
need a
down and
drink.
talk to us, mate, and we'll see you again no
Very
doubt
soon.
at the end of the next one. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Love your work.
Thanks,
Cheers, guys.
mate.
Nice work, Glenn Dewar there. Look, thanks for joining us, everyone, for race 1. We're going to have a short intermission. Thanks, Farmer. Thanks, JB. We'll be back in very short amount of time for Q2.
Thank you.
Good evening and welcome everybody back to the official coverage of Asrnz's 2023 GT4 Race of Champions Series, brought to you by SJS, ABC Tech, GoBro Racing and FHM. Welcome back to Farmer and JB for Quali 2.
Thank you, Davo. Welcome, guys.
Yep, thanks. Wasn't that a cracker?
Yes, race 1, epic, good, seriously clean race. And plenty of battles going on. It could have easily turned pear-shaped there a few times while we were watching, but it didn't. Super clean stuff from all the boys. Unusually clean stuff from the boys, so, to be honest.
Yes, and for race 1 too. Like normally
Yeah.
they get told off a few times, and then we get a good one later on. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There
no,
you
it
go.
was.
So
Great to see.
they've obviously been read the right act. So keep it clean, boys. Anyway, so we're here, Q2.
Yes,
yeah,
what do
boys
we
out
know?
on track. Boys out on track again.
Okay.
Who are we chasing? Who's first out on track? We missed just right at the beginning there. Let's have a look. It's close to the end here. Vaughan, Martin. I think these boys are all just coming over for to start their flying laps. So we're not that late. Vaughan Martin first across the line.
Again.
So getting straight out there, getting amongst it. Mike King out there as well. Brad Robinson, also Aaron Enright. A few boys sitting in the pits. We see this. Some of the top guys like to sit back and just see who's going to go out first.
Yeah, the three big
The big hitters there.
Yeah, the big hitters are in the pits, all right.
Yeah. So we got Mudgeway in the pits, McIndoe, and also Gleno Dewar. Oh, he's gone out on track actually. Mike King is still in the pits. I was going to say Riley Price, but now he is out on track. Riley Price, he's showing up funny on my data at the moment. But anyway, here we go. One lap. How much do you put into it? We talked about it in Q1, that fine line. And then we talked to Mark Mudgeway in post-race interview, and he goes, I didn't attack enough in Q1.
Yes.
So we're going to have to watch that car.
You'd think that they're going to attack a little bit more
It's that little
this
bit.
time for sure, because they've just had a good, 35 minutes of practice. So
Yep.
they'll be a lot more match fit for, the threshold limits of the car now. So
For sure,
and
yeah.
and also a nice fresh set of tyres too. So
Yeah.
their confidence will be up.
Yep. They'll be feeling it out in that first lap, obviously, just trying to test the limit of that rubber, just see where the track's at temp-wise. Track's on Optimum, it's looking good. Nice clean run out of the chicane and down out of the final corner for Vaughan Martin, who's going to put the first provisional lap on the board. Nice clean stuff with a 2:13.3.
Nice. And
Who should we be watching though? Who here is going to stand out? Be interesting to see where Melling comes. He qualified 8th last time, but only just snuck into the top 10, right on the last corner of race 1. So it'll be interesting to watch Melling as he comes around for his. Actually, he is on his final here by the looks of it. Qualified 8th in the first race.
Melling is 16.
Oh no!
Possibly
What's
not a
going?
registered lap there.
There you go. So that's
Kenny
unfortunate.
into P2. Aaron Enright in P3. Phil Davidson in P4.
Phil Turner in 5th, provisionally. Mudgy out on the track. He's just going across for his lap. Where's Glenn Dewar on his lap? He's just running up the hill.
Yeah, it looks like Glenn's just ahead of Nick, and behind Nick is Mudgy. So
yeah. We need to. Where is Riley as well? Riley, there he is, sitting on the top of the board with a 12.8.
that's a good time for Riley.
It's a good time for Riley. Just noticing a bit of a red mark around the 34 car, and I'm just wondering whether
Mitchy.
this lap is going to count. Got Mudgy, got the 10 car slipping behind.
Oh, Dave Zero.
Dave Zero to the top.
With a 12.2. Whoa.
All of a sudden, he's found a ton of pace.
Now, we know that 34 car can do an 11. Has it got a red mark against its lap, though? We're going to watch him. As he comes down in 130.
They really throw it in there, don't they?
Don't they? What? The number 69 bursts. No. Who am I talking about? Mudgy, the 21 Mudgy car. Not too far behind.
Yeah, slick as well. In between them and the 10 car.
So here we go.
Watch Leno come across the line.
Gleno Dewar. What's he got for us? Bam, there it is.
11.6.
Oh, and it's a big 11. Wow. Or little 11, should I say. There you go. So where are we looking for? Mr. McIndoe.
McIndoe coming across. He's just pulled in. The
Oh,
Mudgy
yeah,
car coming across the line behind him. Where's Mudgy going to pop this into? We need Mudgy up there. No.
So have they?
No time registered.
So what's happened here?
What's happened there?
The time has run out.
It was a 5-minute qualifying or something, was it?
I just noticed the timer. It said session over when a couple of them was still on the back part of their laps. So
okay. What's the qualifying normally?
7 minutes. It's the timer. The
overrun.
The overrun timer after that 5 minutes, isn't it? When you start your lap, you need enough time to complete it. Yeah,
wow.
Right.
Maybe a little bit tight there for those guys.
So there you go. Controversy, everyone. A few of the boys not qualifying there.
Maybe have a quick. Maybe you could run down to that Mudgeway garage, John, and see what's going on.
But yeah, look, these boys will start to grid up. Just give us a sec here, see if we can work out what's going on there, guys. But yes, boys getting set to go.
Yeah, so Gleno getting it done again, mate, with a fantastic
absolutely.
With an 11, what did we say, an 11.36 or something silly, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a 11.69, so
crazy time.
I think it was a 11.8 in Q1. I stand corrected, but yeah, it was quick anyway. But yeah, really put his stamp on that one again, without a doubt.
Yeah, so we got Glenn and Dave obviously on the front row there, Mitch Campbell and Riley in row 2, Vaughan and Kenny on row 3, Aaron Enright and Phil Davison in row 4. We've got Bobby Laycock in the 10 with Phil Turner in row 5, Mudgy and Slick back there in row 6, Mike King, Jeff Burse in row 7, Jared, I'm sorry.
Yes, Jared Dawson. Yep.
Yeah, row 8. Lucas and Steve Melling in row 9. And Brad Robinson off the back.
There you go. So yeah.
There's some real
there's some
mysteries going on there.
Yeah, there's some heavy hitters and some good solid drivers that haven't made the end of qualifying there and have been pretty well rallies to the back of the field, and it just is what it is at the moment. we're trying to get a bit more detail on it, but yeah,
We
these
are.
guys,
Any word on that there, John?
We've just come back from a skittle down the garage there, and I just picked up on a conversation there with Mudgee and his engineers talking about a cut. Yeah, so the car was really loose. It spat him out of the, I think, spoon entry to the big back straight where he's just come off and picked up a cut. So
Okay.
yeah,
Nothing to do with the race timer. That's good to know. That's good to know.
there you go. So yeah, several drivers, you know, clearly not making laps there on our data anyway. So here we are, halfway through this formation lap. There's going to be a lot. This is going to be a lot different race to what we just had in race 1, guys. With the way this field's laid out now.
Glenn and Dave, 0.
Glenn
Front row.
off
Wow.
the front row.
I didn't pick up on what happened to Nick, but my guess is he's picked up a cut there too.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah, more than likely. And we were all looking at the 34 car thinking that it had a cut when it was coming around, and it was the other half of the field.
Yeah, it was, possibly had the little red mark on it being the number 1 car, probably in practice or something there, Davo, that was catching me out.
Yeah, so here we go. This is definitely going to be interesting, and yes, like I said, a much different dynamic to this race compared to race 1, with some quite speedy, hungry little drivers tucked up the back of the field there.
Well, too hungry, obviously, and you know, not to bank a lap. And this is what that 1 lap thing was designed for, wasn't it? It was to catch you out if you work on your A game.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at it. It's caught out quite a few. So
Yep.
great for us. We'll expect those guys to be putting a lot of pressure on the cars in front of them.
Yeah. Absolutely. 19 cars on track. They come down through 130 and start to grid up.
Can Dave Zero do anything to start? We're about to see that. We're about to see, guys.
We are hell along straight. There's got plenty of time to get it all together. Like I said, 19 cars on track. So they start to form up. Thanks ABC Tech, SJS, GoBro Racing, FHM, Asrnz 2023 GT4 Racer Champions here at Suzuka in the Ginetta. It's race 2. It's a very mixed field for this second race. It's gonna go green any second now. 34 car, not the best start. Who's that just tucked in? Mitch Campbell down the inside.
Got a cracker start.
Wow, amazing. Got the jump. Thinks better of it, pulls the nose out, but
Gleno with the big
Gleno
wide.
very wide. So Riley and Dave Zero there. Riley Price and Dave Zero still side by side. Riley just tuck him back in there. That's Vaughan Martin just in behind him, and then I think, I don't know, Kenny Simpson maybe. Yes. Close down the back here.
Oh, it's tight everywhere at the moment.
Yeah, it's just sorting itself out now. There you go. Mitch Campbell in the lead, ladies and gentlemen. He forced the issue down into 1, got an awesome jump off the line, forced the issue down on the inside, left Dave Zero stranded on the outside. The 34 car hung out to dry, and Mitch Campbell just takes off, makes it happen. Dave Zero trying to fend off Riley Price. currently. Gordon Martin tucked in behind that battle. This is lap one. It's a massive lap, this, guys. Feels like half the race already. Kenny Simpson, Mark Mudgeway. Mudgy, 8th already.
Mudgy up to PA.
Big gap back. Big gap back to Phil Turner. Who's that going down the pack? Phil Davison. Lost quite a few positions down the straightaway there. Mike King and Lucas Saar really close. Big tight battles. They come out of the final corner for lap one. What a hectic lap, guys. Is Gleno going to let that go?
Super hectic, mate. Gleno over the back of Mitchie. Mitchie's been really fanging it quite wide around the last sort of section of the track. I've been keeping an eye on what's going on there. But there's a lot to watch.
There is a lot to watch.
And Carl Mudgy is all over the back of Kenny.
So yeah, Mitch.
He's not looking around either. So
Mitch Campbell will have his hands full with a Gleno Dewar right behind Kenny Simpson. It's Mudgy in behind him. It's Aaron Enroy in front. Slightest mistake, Mudgy will be through there. Ward Martin just in the top of that battle too. He had a pretty good start too. He ended up in the right place at the right time, that's for sure. Riley Price just tucked right in behind 8-0 now. He's going to give him the hurry up. And look at the gain he's made. He's got a great run out of the hairpin. Can't really do anything with it down in the spoon here though.
yeah, we've seen Riley again with good pace in the front end of the race. We saw him drop off, didn't we? Sort of midway through last time, so
We did.
Sure we're going to see the same again from Riley, but certainly a lot of aggression at the moment. A little bit of a late lunge avoid the back of Dave Zera's car there.
And he's pulled him back a little bit straight away. We actually missed that on stream. I was just back looking at something else, but yeah, tight start. Glenn Dewar.
Yes, a lot of pressure on the back of Mitchie, and Mitchie doing a great job here to hold Glenn behind him.
You'll have to stay focused. Glenn well hooked up in that car tonight.
Yeah, running last lap round there, 13.4 for the first two cars on track. The two behind him though going a tenth quicker, so he was so slightly catching those two as Dave Zero and Riley. So
Yep. Oh, we just look out of the back of Mike King's car. Lucas R getting all sorts of grief from I think that's Sam Carson.
While all that's going on, actually, the fastest lap of the race was for Jeff Burst on 112.9. We know the cars up the front actually have pace in them, but obviously they're racing each other, so they're just not able to hit those optimum times that Glenn, was hitting earlier. And also, side notes, picked up on a little bit of contact there with Mcindoe and Bob Laycock. It looked like at the beginning of the race, and it looked like a bit of a truce back there, so that's why you see them further down the field.
Oh, yeah, okay. So some close battles going on. We've got Sam Carson, Lucas Saar, Mike King. A little bit further forward, it's Mudgy and Aaron Enright. Riley Price and Dave Zero. It's a seesawing battle there, but Mitch Campbell and Glenn Dewar, these guys haven't been more than a couple of car lengths apart since Mitch went past. So
It's a great little battle, essentially.
It is hard to keep your eyes off, and a much different race than Gleno raced in race 1, where he was able to sneak away and yeah, pretty well dominate the race. Well in front of the pack, but now definitely mixed up in it with Mitch Campbell.
And what will be harder for Glenn to deal with now that you know, he's tucked in behind Mitch, is a lot of his lines and his apexes that he was used to seeing in clear air are just blocked, you know, by Mitchie's car.
Yep.
So you know, he's gonna just not have that optimum line of sight, I guess, for the corner, and also be very mindful that, you know, where Mitchie's slow, it could, you know, really back him up, and ultimately, you know, doesn't want to turn that car off Mitchie's either.
No, and it can be distracting, can't it? You know, like just following that and just being out of your rhythm a little bit, and it's so easy to make a mistake, as we see Campbell off deep.
Ooh, just like that.
Glad snap. I think for you, I'll take that back, and carries on.
He took that back and some, didn't he?
He did.
Mitchie really bogged down out there and almost went into the clutch of Dave Zero and Riley.
Oh, Dave Zero, and yeah, Riley there now. Riley's giving Dave heaps, actually, just behind that. Look how close he is. Again, coming into the spoon here, there's just not much you can do with it. It's not the corner, is it, for it?
Here we go. Oh,
but oh, look at this on the exit.
But is it, Dave?
But is it, or isn't it?
No, it's not. You were right.
It's a tough call. And Riley, they're losing out a little bit, but definitely showing his intent, Farmer.
Wow. Yeah, no, that was a good bit of racing there by those boys. Sort of address the situation, what was happening and unfolding in front of them, and it all came out the other side nicely, and they carry on.
Absolutely. Oh, as we just must get back to what is going on behind Lucas Saar. Kenny Simpson in the green 69 car, but look at that gaggle of cars behind him.
Yes, great bunch. Here is the mid-pack battle. Mudgeway sort of in the centre of that.
So what do we got? Mike King, Sam Carson, Brad Robinson, Steve Melling. Oh, here we go.
I think we've lost Mark Mudgeway.
Carso down the inside of Mike King. Holds him out there. That's all they're going to do is just get that car down in there, and they just can't get back online. And oh, it looks like Brad Robinson says, I'll take a bit of that as well. Steve Melling. Steve Melling gets locked out again. Farmer. Oh no. Steve will be spewing. He's got Aaron Enright right behind him there too. But yeah, locked out again. We saw it in race 1. A little bit further up the road here it was. Oh, big wriggle from Robinson. No, it's not Robinson.
Just got a little bit of breaking news. It looks like we've lost the 21 car of Mark Mudgeway.
Oh, look out.
Like it's retired and no longer in this race.
Rolling that car into the trailer as we speak. That's tough luck for Muddy, was it? Did you say, JB? Yeah, tough stuff. He'll be disappointed.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to Mudgeway there. He must have had a pretty decent off or something, John, or possibly a malfunction with his hardware, I guess.
Yeah, look, I think there might have been a little bit of a report of a bit of contact with another car, and looked like got caught up in a bit of a readdress there, and something's happened. So, not sure, but the car is retired.
Yeah, unfortunate stuff as the race continues, and we see Steve Melling in just at the back of that pack in 12th position. Again, he would love to be much higher than that. Lucas Saar. Oh, Kenny Simpson goes well deep.
Ooh.
Right off the track, nearly back on the track there. We'll get a bit of a replay on that if we can. So Kenny well behind Lucas as he runs down into 130. We'll get out of the Inscara, Kenny's very quick through 130 here. Gains on Lucas. Looks like he misses his marker by about 50 metres. Oh, just drives straight off the track. Oh, poor bugger.
Oh, and just managed to pull it up nicely there with a bit of space before he re-entered.
Yes, I know. It's nice work. He actually just to bloody stop that thing there before it rolled back out on track. But yeah, heat of the moment stuff, isn't it? It's just so easy to get distracted and miss that braking marker, that board, you know, or wherever your marker is, you know. So.
Especially when you're getting close to somebody, and like we were talking about before, you know, you sort of lose your vision, your markers, and you start focusing on them more than where you should be actually braking. And
yes, definitely a little distracted. We see Melling continue to chase down King. Melling looks like he could be quicker than King. If he is, it's marginal, but he's definitely hotter than him in quite a few parts of the track. Down into Spoon. Melling lucky to get even get here tonight with hardware issue.
Yes.
Throughout the last week, and yeah, lucky to be on board at all, and yeah, doing really well. He'll be enjoying this.
Yeah, he will be, and he's fighting for that last posse in the top 10 there.
Yeah. It's that golden number, isn't it? That mid-pack. You want to be in that 10.
You do want to get inside the 10. It doesn't look so much.
Yeah, it's a little bit, isn't it?
You feel a little bit better about your night when you get away. But,
yeah.
Always having a good look here, though, David. He seems to have a bit of a run down the inside, doesn't he?
Oh, it looks like it. He's going to go for it this time. He backed out of it a little bit last time, but if he just forced some wide there, see, they just got to hold that wider line, and he's got it done this time. That's Enright chasing him through there, riding that wave. Watch that Castrol car, he'll move away a little bit now.
Enright making the move as well there on Mike. We're managing to get there in the same corner, and Steve-O you know, holding them out wide into that. That's very, very slippery out there, and Mike's lost 2 spots through that through that manoeuvre.
We've seen it a couple of times tonight. It's I think that's where he got shut down, actually, when the other 2 boys in front of him went through, Brad Robinson and Sam Carson. So now he'll be chasing those 2. You want to regain that gap while Aaron deals with Mike King in the background there. You see them. Mike's not giving that up.
Not giving it up at all, is he?
No, he's still going hard out. So yeah, but Lucas just in front of that with Sam Carso right on his clacker. Brad Robinson in tow. This guy's 2 smooth operators. Lucas, super cool. Nice smooth lines, but yeah, slightest mistake and you know, it's either one or both of them in the through on you.
Yes, and just keeping an eye on the back of Lucas Saar's car there with Sam Carson. Starting to put a good bit of pressure on.
Yeah, just noticed plenty of action down the back there between Phil Turner and Davidson. Bit of comings together. And then Davidson again off the road, and that's why you've seen them way off the back of the off the pack. They've been caught up in their own incidents back there. So racing hard, but going off track's not the fastest way around this place.
No, yeah, well, at least you know they're trying.
Yeah, and I can't help but think some of those cars might be damaged with some of the contact that I've seen. So yeah, I'd say yeah, tough night ahead for those guys.
Yeah,
Glenn Giller actually stretched his lead too. His time's yeah, right down now, isn't it? he's regained the fastest lap of the race with 2:12.3. So different pace at the front to the back. Almost a good part of 5 seconds difference in the lap times.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a big chunk, isn't it?
It is. As we see Carson on Saar.
Yeah, it seems to be where the little battle was sort of going here with Brad sort of trying to hang on in there at the back of it.
These two probably.
Who they got in front there, but they got Jeff Burst just up the road as well. So
Yeah, Jeff Burst. He's just coming out of that corner still. Oh yeah, no, they're not that far behind, are they? So Lucas trying to stay focused on the back of Burst's car, but he has got those two boys running hot behind him. Look at the gain Robinson got in that draft down the straight there as a third car. He's right up on the back of Carson. Carson might have to change his focus to the back.
well, it looks like he instantly has actually, and just Lucas managing to grab a couple of carlings already on him.
Yeah, and it's just that little bit of breathing space, isn't it? Just so you can have that bit of a reset.
As we just watched Lucas
Yeah.
all wrong.
Yeah.
Through turn 1 there.
Oh no.
Look, it's just bunched him back up again.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's come right back to him.
Right.
You see the back end of his car just disconnected. It's at that crucial turning point, and he lost all that momentum. And didn't take much, did it? Just for those guys. You said, Farmer, like he gapped it out to 2 or 3 car lengths just momentarily, but that one little drift.
Yep, that's all it takes, isn't it? Yeah, slightest of lapse in concentration. Slightly different brake mark. Turning point. It's so finite when it's all single class like this.
Here we
It's
go.
Carson.
Luke, yeah.
Carson, he got up beside him last lap. It's a repeat.
Yeah, he's
Down the
looking
straight.
hungry. He's got a bit of intent, doesn't he?
He definitely does. And again, Robinson just tucked up in behind him there. We saw Robinson make a huge gain down the back straight here, being the third car, the draft, and then surely getting some good draft off it. Oh, as Robinson gets sideways in the background there. That'll take care of any draft he's going to get.
Well, and it almost looked like he was just trying to get a slightly tighter line, maybe just keep it a bit more tidy on the exit there. And
Probably trying to pick up the wing of that Carson
Yeah.
car, yeah.
a little bit too tight. Step sideways on him, like I say. Any hope of any draft, it's lifted out the door.
Yeah.
He's got to run now, doesn't he?
Hey, Carson,
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
sniff down the inside here.
You could still smell the blood from the last turn 1 lap that Lucas did.
It's good enough.
Is Lucas going to give it to him? Surely not, no. Forces the issue, but it pushes him wide. Oh, he's got it down nicely.
Nice.
Lucas Saar, 25 car. Nicely played. Good defence.
Yeah, well done from Lucas. And sometimes it comes down to just a couple of clicks of rear work, doesn't it, with the straight line there.
But you get it. You make it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Sam sort of come off the turn better there, got a great sort of exit speed, managed to sort of almost make a move down the side there, but obviously, Lucas was just able to maybe sort of take it back a little bit towards the end of the straight there. Quite comfortably took the line off him into 1. So
Yeah.
It's quite interesting when you see the trackside footage. It shows how close they are, but when you're inside the car, oh my God, it looks like he's driving in the back window of Lucas's car. It's
Very
crazy.
close. Very close. Yeah, so good little battle going on here as we see, I think it's Enright and Mike King again. Now, these guys fought the whole last race. Very equally matched, these two, clearly in these cars at this track. So they're back at it again, nice and close. Saw a bit of a shuffle of positions there as Melling got away and got through. You can actually see his car just in the distance there, now in the top 10. But we've got to just flick back, check this Lucas Sam Carson battle.
Still status quo.
It is pretty status quo. Might just pop through the field here actually, starting at Gleno here. And what a gap. Mitch Campbell, a couple of corners behind, maybe one. You can see him in the distance there. Riley Price.
He's within striking distance, really, of Mitchie. You know, there's still a lot of time left in the race. And it's only going to take Mitchie one mistake and he'll be there for P2.
Oh, for sure. Dave Zero, great race for him in race 2 here. Good, solid 4th position, running in clean air again. He did a lot of that in race 1. Vaughan Martin in 5th. Jeff Burst, that's Jeff Burst's car in 6th.
He's made ground on him, hasn't he?
He has, he definitely has. And then it's back to that Lucas R, Sam Carson, ding dong. We've been watching for a few laps now. Awesome stuff from those boys. Brad Robertson tucked in behind that. We mentioned Steve Melling in 10th there, just as he dips into the hairpin and he runs up towards Spoon. Aaron Enright in 11th. We just talked about as well with Mike King, hot in tow. Kenny Simpson in 13th. Nick McIndoe in 14th, struggled. On his feet from back in the pack. Jared Dawson, welcome aboard. Jared Dawson in 15th. Bobby Laycock in 16th. 17th is Phil Turner. Phil Davison in 18th, rounding it out. So yeah, big gaps between the top and the bottom there, guys, but plenty going on in between.
It's noticing 69 car of Jeff Burst actually really starting to heat up on the back of Vaughan Martin now.
Yeah.
He's definitely been a lot closer. When I look at their lap times, Burst is 2 minute 12.9 over Vaughan's 2 minute 13.7. So
yeah, it's a big,
definitely nearly close to a full second quicker.
Yeah.
In lap pace. So. And that's why we're saying it's so close.
You can see it. You can see it in the body language of the car too. Burst's car's definitely come on nicely, and look, as you were speaking there, look how much closer he's got now. So really taking advantage of that up the hill through the S's.
Yeah, all 3rd gear up through there. Managed to stay. They're not changing gears through that section. They call it the snake. Leads up to Dunlop, and it still turns 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
And they just holding it in 3rd gear.
Yeah.
The whole way through there, just lifting and applying the power, and yeah, a lot of car control there.
Yeah, a lot of throttle control, isn't it? And that just to try and get that balance just right. So because every corner leads into the next. It's a big flow of corners, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very technical section. It looks a lot harder than what it does, what you're seeing.
Yeah. So getting monstered by Burst now as they run up to Spoon there, and yeah, Vaughan, very wide, keeps it nicely on track. Down into 130. quick stuff from these guys. Aaron Enright, Mike King, down into 130. Kenny Simpson in the background. These guys just going at it the whole race. It's like a repeat of the race one. And we've still got Lucas Saar and Sam Carson going at it. It's a rubber band between these two guys throughout the lap. Carso can be really close to him at the end of the lap, but some places Lucas very quick. Seesawing battle. But Vaughan Martin, Jeff Burse, look at them, two up, and it's only what, maybe 10 car lengths back. It's another 2-up battle.
Yeah, it seems to be where our action is at the moment, David, between these two little battles. Jeff having a look.
Jeff having a look.
Carson having a look. They're both having a look.
Everyone's having a look, and Vaughan is very sideways.
Yeah.
Very sideways into the kick there. That's a very committed corner, that, isn't it? That little chase before you got a break to go under the bridge, you know.
Yeah, I was getting cuts in with practice actually. Not slowing down enough for it. I was sure it was faster than I was.
Yeah.
What's actually happening here is we're seeing that car of Vaughan. He's running a little wide. I was just going to say he's the one holding Bruce up, and the car, the battle just behind him is just getting closer.
It was getting closer, was it? Yeah, I thought it was.
They were in camera shot. But now Jeff's been released, hasn't he? So is Vaughan going to be on attack soon by Lucas Saar in the next couple of laps? You know, by the end of the race, you'd expect to see him probably on the back of Vaughan.
We've only got a little over 6 minutes to go, so it's
already happening.
It's now or never.
I'd say it'd be 3 to go, Davo there, just watching Glenno cross the line now.
Yep. Okay.
This one and 2 more for Glenn. He'll be happy with that. All going well.
For sure.
And Riley just maybe getting onto the back of Campbell there. The closing
Riley.
stages of this race, mate.
It is. Those
This
Campbell.
car is still looking strong.
Mitch just taking a bit of a breather, thinking, "Oh, I'm almost there now," and then looks in the mirror.
Yes.
Awesome drive from Riley.
Oh, great pace.
Both races, actually.
Yeah, great pace tonight.
Yeah, great pace. Yeah, but look at that. As I was talking about before, Vaughan Martin now he's not going to be too long before he's in the clutches of Lucas Saar and Carso. And what's that going to do for Carso? Is that just going to invite him to try and take a twofer?
Yeah, that's it. We just watched Bobby Laycock coming to 130, very beaten looking car there around the front. Just got to get up the front here because Riley Price actually has really tagged onto the back of Mitch Campbell's car. This is for podium here. Riley's very deep into Spoon.
Very close, yeah.
Looks like Mitch 2 and P3, isn't it?
2 and 3, yeah. So this is for second position. So, and looked like Mitch almost defended his line a little bit of dust off the tyre into the entry, which has given Riley a nice exit. And down to 130. Wow, that is tightening up. Oh, a little over 4 minutes to go. And we knew that they just turn up the temperature, don't they?
Yeah. We've
You
heard
do
it
when
before.
you know there's only a couple to go, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vaughan Martin, Lucas Saar. Look who's right behind that. Sam Carson. Right on the back of it. Right on the back of it now.
He's there all race really, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, Vaughan under all sorts of pressure now actually from Lucas Saar.
Oh, he's defending.
We think Lucas has got a good straight line speed out of that Janetta.
They've used a lot of track to get down to turn 1 there. A lot of weaving going on. Ah, Vaughan's giving himself a little bit of reprieve. Mitch Campbell, though, he's got no reprieve. Look at that. Riley Price very sideways behind. Trying to get the crossover there. Really got untidy there. That won't be good for his rears.
So as these guys start to race harder, their tyres are working harder.
Yep.
And also, their track limits will be at the maximum too.
Yeah, well, we didn't see anybody get a drive through, did we, in race 1 with
No.
the track limit there, John? Haven't seen any so far this race, so seems to be relatively covered by the guys tonight.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, I know, well, Glenn had made mention earlier about a pre-race run they did, which actually it was easy to pick up the cuts. So how they manage them, you know, if they've got a couple up their sleeve, they will race a bit harder if they've been pretty safe throughout the race. So hard to know.
It's hard to
Wouldn't that be good info to have, though?
Wouldn't it what? As we see the Mitch Campbell, Riley Price battle continue. Lucas Saar still not out of harm's way yet. He's got another lap to do at least. Aaron Enright, where's he at? Oh, he's got Kenny behind him. So Mike King's dropped back. Mike King is in the clutches of Nick McIndoe.
There you go. Lucas Saar for a drive-through.
Oh,
no.
We cursed it.
We did. We talked about that could have been on their limits. It was heating up. They were pushing harder. They were using more track.
Lucas really working hard for his position tonight there too. Both defence and attack from Lucas tonight. So, oh geez, he'll be devoed. Yeah, tough gig. Look, to be honest, like you were just saying, we would have expected to see more. And yeah, we've cursed him. As this battle does not go away, we are on the final lap.
Oh my God, Riley's really close again.
Oh,
We are on the final lap, guys. Riley is all over the back of his car here. He knows he's only got a few corners left. Here comes the defence from Mitchie into the hairpin.
Oh, and what a defender.
And they beautifully ran it out onto the nice.
They are close. Look how close they are.
Ooh.
Oh, and heading up the spoon, and can he make something happen? Oh, look how close these boys are on the outside. No chance.
He needs to do the switcheroo.
He's forced the inside, slowed McCampbell down. Has he got the run? Can he get that on the back of that aero? It looks like he's got it. But two. Whoa!
He's made contact.
He's made contact. Bump drafted him. Ah, unfortunate as we see Glen Dewar cross the line for another, although different, commanding win for race 2.
The leader has finished the race.
Yeah.
Mitch Campbell and Riley Price. What a race from these two guys. Epic stuff. They look stoked. Riley's just having a ball behind him. He looks very happy. Dave Zero, awesome, solid 4th from Dave. Nice work. Jeff Burst in 5th. Owen Martin. And Lucas Saar.
Yeah, it's going to hurt him.
With
Not
Sam
so
Carlton in the background. Brad Robinson, Steve Melling in top 10. Aaron Enright with Kenny in tow. Close. That's Nick McIndoe right behind, and Mike King. Jared Davison coming into the final chicane. Nice work from Jared. Welcome again to Asrnz. Baptism by fire, my friend. Hitting the start-finish line in 15th. Phil Turner in 16th. coming around, I think he's in Spoon. Bobby Laycock in 17. And that is Philip Davison, not too far behind, trying to get a grip.
And a beaten up car, isn't it?
On a very beaten up number 33, Jen Header. Nice work, Phil. Bringing it home. Good stuff. So.
Was that Bobby's Laycock's car I might have been looking at, Dave?
It's
very beaten up, actually. Yeah.
It is looking serious around it. The back of it's pristine. The front looks like a smashed crack. So. Okay. So, yeah, nice work from everyone there. Look at that. Bobby Laycock around, Phil Davison around. Awesome stuff. Look, it's still super clean race. Like, I just thought with that field mixed up there, guys, we would have seen just a lot more different barge and, yeah, super stuff from all the boys.
Yeah, nice, decent race there, Davo. Unfortunate to see Mudgee and sort of Nick get a bit tangled up earlier on.
Yeah.
We saw a couple of little incidents there, but yeah, like you say, relatively decent race.
Absolutely. And let's get these boys up and have a talk to them.
Absolutely, mate. Let's grab
the hot box, brought to you by Papa's Productions and Go Boys. Thank you very much. Okay.
And we welcome into the box our third place getter. Thank you very much. Welcome, Riley, into the comms box, mate. Have you got the ears on there, bro?
Yep, I'm all good.
Yeah, welcome, mate. Good race, bud. Awesome amount of pressure on Mitchie at the end there. It was great to watch. Got a lot of stream time.
Yeah, it was a pretty good battle. Just a bit too much. Had a lot of defense for me, so yeah, no, it was good fun.
Yeah, no, it's good. It looked pretty well as hectic as the first race with you and Nick there. So yeah, no, good to watch. How are the tyres this time?
Yeah, no, they were pretty good. No, hung on a little bit better towards the end, which was good. So yeah.
We did sort of notice your car went off in the first race quite considerably for you, yet you were very strong at the end of that one. So you obviously did something at halfway there that worked very favourably for you.
Yeah, probably just drove a little bit better, to be honest. Conserved the tyres at the start. So yeah, no, good fun, and yeah, good to be back racing here at Asrnz.
Shot, mate. It was a pleasure to watch your race. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, and yeah, welcome back. It's awesome.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right, mate. Well, hopefully we'll see
you
next week.
Yes.
Awesome. Yep. See you later. Bye.
Okay. Thanks, Riley. Good one. Riley Price.
Riley, everybody. Riley Price. Thank you very much. And we will bring in our second place getter into the comms box. Mitchie, well done, buddy. Got a copy there?
Hello.
Yes. G'day, bud. Yeah, nice race, mate. Well done.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Good battles. Got a great start. And then I don't know, behind me.
Yeah, you got a great start actually from P3, and yeah, you were doing really strong out there in front. Made a little error. I think we saw you maybe almost go bog it in the sand there when Gleno slipped past you, and you almost came into the class of third and fourth as well. And then you were all under a sort of attack from Riley at the end there. So we certainly had a lot of stream time on you, mate. You had your hands full. You had your hands full. We could tell that. Yeah.
The pressure he gave me was put on me. It was immense. I thought he was going to get past me, but I was just able to sort of plant the car and put it in the positions that it needed to be. And yeah, I was like that last lap. He was right on me. I was expecting a bit of a dive, but no, it was nice and clean, well raced. Yeah, no, qualifying very, very important in those one make races.
Aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, buddy. Well, congratulations. Hopefully we'll see you back here next week.
Oh, thank you. Absolutely, will indeed.
You're welcome, Mitch. Yeah, thanks, mate. Got plenty of airtime tonight, so congratulations on the position. Well, hard fought, and yeah, hope to see you next week.
Cheers, boys. I'll be sure to watch that replay.
Awesome.
Thanks, mate. All right, there we go. That was our second place getter, Mitchy Campbell, and we will grab old mate Glino down into the comms box on another well-deserved first place podium. Awesome drive, bud.
Yeah, cheers, boys. It was a good one at the start of that one. Mitchy duped me off the start, got me.
Yeah, you had to work for that one, eh?
Yeah, and I when I went and reloaded, when I loaded the race 2 set, I'd clearly taken a little nick off of those tyres when I was playing around in the warm up session, but they were still fine. They just it was mind over matter. But Mitchy did a great job, man. He got me, and he just had to put some pressure on him, and he was withstanding it for a bit.
Yeah. Did you think you got a bad start? Because compared to Dave beside you, you both got the same start. He just did you feel like you had a slow start?
No, from where I think, I thought I absolutely nailed the green light. You know, I was right on the cuff, and then I nailed it. But then I saw in my mirror straight away that Mitchy he must have been a fraction quicker than me on the throttle off the start, and Dave, and it was undefendable. You know, there was nothing he could do. You know, he had to run, and
you had Dave on the other side. He was up the side.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was trying to crowd Dave a little bit and down the left-hand side of the track. I was obviously conscious of where he was, and I just thought I'll see if I could live around the outside. But man, there's just no grip out there.
No.
Nonetheless, we maintained second, and went to work on Mitchy, which was a heap of fun. He's always good to drive around. He's good pace. But I couldn't help but think, I just said to him before up channel, I said, "Oh mate, were you getting track cuts?" Because when I was following him, I could see him peeling off at 130 and peeling off at the Digner, and I thought, man, they got to be cuts. Just keep pressuring him. It's at some point he's going to have to play conservative.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, surprisingly enough, we only saw one with one track cut, one drive through tonight over the 2 races.
We didn't actually talk to him about cuts. Did he mention he had many cuts there, or did you get many yourself?
He got two. He got two while I was pressuring him, and then he got one more, and he had to hold off Riley Price. No, I got none all night. So clearly did a good job practicing during the week.
Yeah,
that's interesting to hear. The others were sort of on that 3. We were sort of mentioned it a little bit towards the end of the race. I might have jinxed a couple of drivers, or at least one anyway, saying that everyone had managed it very well, and then next minute Lucas had a drive through. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, I just I just seemed to obviously I was really aware of where the danger zones were, and it just didn't attack those zones as hard as I probably could have. Just in the name of just keeping it clean in case I had a battle on my hands. I didn't know where McIndoe, Carso, and I think Riley Price had good pace in that second one. I could see him sort of working his way up to Mitchy, and took me a long time to sort of make a little bit of gap to Mitchy, and then obviously it blew out when he was defending. So probably not indicative of what the real gap should have been.
Yeah, fair call. No, good stuff, mate. Good little battle there with Mitchy in the early stage there, but brought it home again. Well done, mate, and hope we'll definitely see you next week.
Well, we'll see, mate. You know, it's a new car, it's a new week, it's a new track. What do we got on the cars? All I know is Camaro, boys. What are we doing?
Farmer.
Camaro at Watkins Glen, bud, is where we're heading next week. So
okay.
Awesome track. Love Watkins Glen.
Yeah,
I'm not really familiar with the Camaro, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't expect to have a couple of tenths in my pocket when we go there. I don't think, boys. But I'll take them when they're on offer tonight. So I'm looking forward to the Camaro, and I'm actually really looking forward to watching the stream shortly, boys.
Yeah, sure, mate.
No, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you again.
Yes, guys.
Good on you.
Mate.
There you go.
There you
Race
go,
winner,
Davo.
and
John
pretty
Boy.
pretty well won the night. Yeah, John Boy, what do you reckon?
Yeah, what an awesome night. Looks like everyone had a bit of fun. Track spread out, the cars, everyone races, held everywhere, across the field. So, yeah, I'm sure there was some great stories to be had from that, and some not so good with some of the others that got caught up and stuff. So, but look, that's why they sign up and go racing too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, a little bit of an issue with qualifying. We don't see that too often, but yeah, a few of the boys missing out there. So very mixed grid for race 2, but yeah, just adds to the action, and we love it. No safety cars tonight, so really clean stuff from the boys for the opening round. Would have expected a little bit more action. Well, safety car crash wise, and more drive-throughs, and we only saw one tonight. So, yeah, good clean stuff. So yeah, enjoyable to watch. But yeah,
No, you're all good, Davo. It was an enjoyable night. I can't help but think I was expecting more. But there you go.
that's
Thank you all for watching.
yes, thank you all for watching. Thanks, JB and Farmer, for joining us again. Yeah, that's a wrap for tonight, round 1 of the Asrnz 2023 GT4 Racer Champions. Yeah, guys, we'll see you all next week. Thanks, Farmer. Thanks, JB.
Thank you. Cheers, guys.